what do these different types of brackets indicate? So take a look at this one. Whenever we put a square bracket, traditionally what we mean is that the endpoints are included in the data set. So this is a data set that includes -2, every number in between, all the way to 3 with 3 included. Okay, so it can be written in the following way. It can be written like this, where we see x is greater than or equal to -2, so -2 is part of the solution, and less than or equal to 3, okay, where 3 is part of the solution. And that can be graphed, and usually is graphed like the following, okay? So we see that these dots here, the endpoints are darkened in, the circles are darkened in, right? They're colored in. Darkened in, that sounds bizarre. Okay, and then sometimes if it's not illustrated like this, it'll be illustrated like this, where this will be laid over the top of the number line, right? A square bracket indicating that the -2 is included in the data set all the way to 3, where 3 is also included in the data set. The second type of brackets, right, are these brackets, just the curved brackets. This indicates that the solution set is from -2 to 3, but the number -2 and the number 3 are not included in the data set. So that can be notationally written down like this. We see that x is greater than -2, but there's no equal sign. You see how this one has an equal sign here? There's no equal sign, so -2 is not included. And x is less than 3, but there's no equal sign, so x cannot be equal to 3. X could be 2.99999, but not 3, okay? Everything in between, all the decimals and everything is included in between. And then graphically, this can be illustrated like this. So if we're using circles, what will usually be done is that a circle is drawn, but it's a hollow circle, right? And then the line is darkened in between the two, as before. And then we put a circle over the number 3, but it's an open circle, okay? And it also can be illustrated. It depends on your professor, on the book you're using, whether or not you're using this first one here or you're using this guy. So if a book is using this guy, then it will be either this or this, right? But if a book is using this illustration technique, it'll be either this or this to indicate whether or not the endpoints are included, okay? But we see that this is just a curved bracket with a line and then a curved bracket to indicate that the endpoints are not included. -2 and the number 3 are not included. The third type of bracket is this bracket, this, curly Q bracket, right? And sometimes it's drawn, maybe with, a little bit more curls or whatever, right? But what this is a data set. So this is just the number -2 and just the number 3, okay? So watch, this makes it a little bit clearer. So this indicates that the answer, the solution set, includes the number -2 or the number -3. And in fact, you know what? It's not an or, it's an and, okay? Those both are solutions to the equality. You could see and or. Actually, it doesn't make that much of a difference, right? Okay, so it depends on the situation. I don't want to get into that because sometimes the subtleties, it's like there's only, you're only going to use one solution. In engineering or in physics, you're going to pick a solution. But we get into philosophy there, and that's not our concern, right? But what this indicates is that -2 and 3 are included in the data set. Just those two numbers. And of course, if you're the number line situation, drawing something graphically, it's not applicable. You would not graph something like this. If you were, you would draw a number line, and then if you wanted to really get picky, you would draw a number line, then you would just color in the point over -2 and color in the point over 3, but don't connect a line in between them to indicate that, all the points in between are included. Okay? Brackets, brackets, brackets. These are the types. See you next time.